nothing too heavy today, just some other things I've been asked to talk about. So continuous improvement, you saw that yesterday, how you got the time down from 17 seconds to 1 second, that's continuous improvement. And you only achieved it because you made the effort to do it. And you can always be better at what you do. I was asked to do something on handling difficult customers. So probably the best way to do that is for me to get on the phone somewhere and just call someone. Just trust me, I'm a very difficult customer. My usual technique is when I'm upset about something, I'll say, I know this isn't your fault, but I'll feel much better when I get it off my chest. And I go, handling poor performance, so when team members aren't quite doing what you want to do, how do you handle it? Sometimes on cultural differences. Now, this bit here, meetings and reporting, it's not really for everyone, but I'll just show you the sort of thing that businesses should be doing in terms of the kinds of meetings they have and the sort of reporting they should be doing annually, quarterly, monthly, fortnightly, weekly. So that when you're asked to attend meetings in the future, and we know you'll all say, are we getting information or are we going to make decisions? And if the answer is no, you say, we're not coming to the meeting. Because there's no need to have a meeting unless it's for one of these two things. And then what's going to happen next as a result of the 3 days? There's no point in investing the time in these 3 half-day sessions if there's not follow-up. And where to next? And that's really for John and Angie to have the conversation. Let's talk about continuous improvement. It's really simple. You always want to be the best you can be, don't you? Who wants to be less than what they might be? Who wants to be average? Not many people do. Lots of people want a quiet life and things like that. But normally you want to do the best with the talents that you've got and the abilities you have. So that's what continuous improvement is about. And remember, in high-performing teams, one of the things high-performing teams do is they always look to get better. The Japanese call it Kaizen. The Japanese characters are there, and they mean good change. And it's not about discovering dramatically better ways of doing something, reinventing it. You can certainly do that. It's more about finding lots of tiny new things, TNTs I call them, lots of tiny new things that you can do that just make things better. Okay? Now, continuous improvement, here's the model. You're striving for operational excellence. It's something that leaders have got to do, is to look for the continuous improvement cycle. You'll get continuous improvement if every employee is held accountable. Risk is important. You've always got to understand the risks. Remember we spoke on the first day about strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. And threats are risks. What if you can't get the skills into your team? What's the risk to being able to do your job? How are you going to control the risks? Sharing knowledge. For a lot of people, knowledge is power and they hold it to themselves. And that's really, really destructive behavior. So you share your knowledge and then you've got to manage the change. So that's basically the process for continuous improvement. And one of the things I think that would be good is that every team in the organisation carries a continuous improvement goal. I have one chief executive that I know, and I mentioned this the other day. He is goaled on 12 Kaizens a year. He has to identify 12 areas in which the company can improve, and then put the little projects together and make the improvement. If you can find one tiny improvement every month across all the teams, you will have a fantastic improvement in what you do. So just lots of tiny new things. Just little improvements, and you get better and better and better. And I think teams should be actually gold on finding the improvement. Otherwise, it's easy to just forget the little projects. And also, when you go back to day one, which you won't remember, but you will when you see it on the slides. If any of you have been on the survey yet, have a look. One of the 5 practices of leadership is to challenge the process. Is there a better way of doing things? Now, one of the challenges for Filipinos is you've got to be able to speak up. You're able to speak up, but you don't like doing it. And you've got to find a way to be able to put your opinions on the table.